And now we would like to have co-valedictorian Janah Gurrl come forward to present her speech.
Good evening. It's your girl, Janah. Okay. On behalf of the senior class, I would like to thank Pastor Hoffman for the vision you have for ACS, to the administration for the godly oversight you bring to the school and for making the tough calls when needed, to the faculty and staff for providing us with a tremendous education while taking the extra time to build relationships with us that for some will last a lifetime. To each member of each family represented in the senior class whose support, sacrifice, and dedication has not been overlooked, we thank you. I would like to specifically thank my family. My brother, Joshua Gurrl, I couldn't have gone through geometry and algebra 2 without you. And my younger brother, Josiah, for making life more interesting. My grandparents, Lolo and Lola, for always being there for me. And last but not least, I would like to thank my dad for all the support and sacrifice, and my role model, my mom, for encouraging me to always strive for my best. You are the most hardworking and caring person I know. 14 years ago, I walked into this building for the first day of preschool, unaware that this place would be my second home. It was here where I came out of my shell, grew as a person, and built relationships that will last a lifetime, hopefully. The class of 2021 is incredibly strong. Think about how far we've come both individually and as a class. Most of us grew up together with our ACS polo shirts and khakis, and we're extremely grateful for the new dress code that came just in time for our last year. We didn't get to experience a spring break though, but we did get to experience a couple of school shutdowns due to COVID. Now I'm going to read off a pretty cliche Bible verse that you would expect an ACS valedictorian to use. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. My goal for this speech is to get this message across to all of you, class of 2021. God really does have a very intricate plan for each of our lives. Each of us have our own unique experiences that we have to offer to this world, so that is why it's important that we be ourselves. It took a while, but I eventually learned that it's better to be yourself even if you have a pretty weird personality. I learned that no matter what, you are always going to be judged regardless of what you do. So being yourself just makes happiness easier to obtain. It's better to be confident in who you are than to live in fear trying to please others. Now, everyone who has known me for a while knows that I grew up as a really timid child, but now I'm a pretty confident person. My confidence honestly came from my experience with alopecia, or losing my hair, when I was in 7th grade, as most of you know. It definitely started off as a bad thing that I had to adjust to, but this experience taught me to love myself and to treat people with kindness in order to show them God's everlasting love, because it made me more aware of the fact that everyone is going through different things. So one day, while I was having lunch at IHOP, a mother and her 17-year-old daughter walked up to me, and the mom told me that her daughter was going through hair loss and was wearing a wig. She told me that she hopes her daughter can be as confident as me one day, and that really spoke to me. God takes what was meant for harm and uses it for our advantage, so that we can minister to others to share the good news. My confidence really came from the comfort that God is always with me. There wasn't a day that God wasn't by my side through my struggles, so there's no reason to worry about my future. So I can see that God certainly does know the plans that He has for us. But yeah, now my hair is growing back, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Oh. Anyways, I've been keeping a big secret that's been weighing me down all year. My friends have always asked me if I knew the answer to this, but I always tried to change the subject whenever it came up. I decided that tonight would be the right time to finally share this secret. So here it is. I run the Tristan Stand for Life page on Instagram. My co-valedictorian and I have always been co-partners. Including sharing this title of valedictorian. A little backstory. Josh founded the account back in December of 2020, and I've been dedicated to posting on there every day until graduation. So the last time I post on there will be later tonight. It's a bittersweet ending. Okay. Well, congratulations, class of 2021. Go out and be a light to the world. Love like Jesus.